Hey y'all, what's the beat? What's the gaga? It is One Shady Tree here, and I'm here to review RuPaul's Drag Race Season 6, Episode 1. So let's get right into it, darling. First of all, I just want to say, hey everybody, I haven't seen y'all, or no, y'all haven't seen me in about 2 months, I think. I don't know. But I just got off work. I recorded this video earlier, but I couldn't post it. But I was just like, I want to make another one. Just cause I want to show my Detroit love, Detroit hat. Shout out to everybody who follows me, subscribes. Shout out to LaBanji, special shout out, you know who you are. Follow me on Twitter at OneShadyTree. And yeah, let's get right into it. So first in the workroom was Adore Delano. She came in with this red dress on and this blue mermaidy looking hair. It was very ocean-like. That might even be the name of the color, I don't know. But I love Adore. She's so cute to me. I loved her makeup, her lips. Adore, are those real? Those look kind of real. And so tins across the board. Then there was Ben de la Creme. She just every time I see her, she just makes me want to smile on the TV. And I love her intro spiel. Then up next, I believe it was April Carillon. She came in with a parachute couture, and I lived for that. It was so unique. It was something different. It was a breath of fresh air. She just gives you like uniqueness, nerve, and talent. I think she's, you know, charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent. She's everything to me. Then there was, who was next? April Carillon, Ben de la Creme. Kelly Manto, I think. No, it was Gia Gunn. Gia Gunn. Yes, God. Gia Gunn. She came in with that tearaway. She was like, she did that tearaway with a big hoop skirt, with the shades, with that ponytail just sitting. It was right here, girl. It was right here. And I lived. I got my absolute life. G-U-N-N. That's what I'm calling her from now on. Gia Gunn. G-U-N-N, honey. Wait, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, Alyssa Edwards. She's in the House of Edwards, so shout out to the House of Edwards. Speaking of the House of Edwards, then there was Laganja Estranja, darling. And she come out and she said, "Come on, season 6, let's get sick night." Boom. And that death drop was everything. I know I seem extra hype, y'all. I just had donuts and coffee. I work in corporate, so that's all we eat all day. Then after Laganja was Kelly Manto. She came in with her hair. I liked her hair. I didn't like the dress, but whatever. Then then my mother, my drag mother in my heart, vivacious mother has arrived. Girl, you know you my mother and everything, but you know I gotta get on you when you tried to do that big reveal where Arnacia is just sitting, just struggling. But it was cute. It was cute. Just I would have practiced before I came out, girl. But I still live for Miss Vivacious. Then after that, then there was the photo shoot or the mini challenge or whatever you call it. You know, as every episode has for the first challenge, is a photo shoot. Just RuPaul just having them do some random stuff. Oh no, before I get onto that, you know how RuPaul said it was going to be 2 season premieres. It was just kind of like eye roll. Like I was just so over it at that point. But then I had to think. I'm like, well, you know, it's smaller girls in comparison to last season's. You know, where it's just a big mesh of drag queens. This time we actually get to pinpoint, you know, and Vivacious said in the Untucked, you know, mother is just, I mean, Ru is just like this with a fine-tooth comb. So it really gives the viewers a chance to do the same thing and just, you know, really see who it is, and, you know, really have first impressions of the girls, you know, from it just being 7 of them. But it was still kind of like eye roll because I did want to see everybody. Then there was the challenge. I'm not really going to get in too much onto that, but of course, you know, Laganja won. I lived for her pose. It was just everything. And I also lived for April Carrion, or Carrion. I think that's the way you say it. What's next? Then the main stage, I think. Yeah. I don't have no notes, y'all. I'm trying everything. Y'all know I'm a new reviewer, so y'all give me some pinpoints. Some pointers. Let me know what works. Let me know what doesn't. I tried set dressing. This is Superman. Not really. Well, in my last video. In my first video. You heard my dog? Whatever. I'm rambling. Anyway, the main stage. Before we get to the queens, let's talk about the queen, Miss RuPaul herself. RuPaul, you did that, honey. You did that look, and I am living. I was here for it. That old shimmery bluish kind of look. I don't know. It was silver, I think. But then you had that pink and green. Shout out to the AKAs. That pink and green like thing in your hair, and then your jewelry. Your face was sitting. Your dress was snatched. Your hair was snatched. It was just beat to the gods. Beat to the blood of the lamb. You did that, bro. I'm not going to go into any particular order because I forget the order. I'm just being honest. So we're going to go with Gia Gunn, which had the Kardashians. I didn't explain the look. So each girl had a box, with a different TV show on it, and then they had to emulate that through their runway look. So Gia Gunn had the Kardashians. Her thing was cute. I wasn't a big fan of it because I think it could have had more extravaganza, but it was just cute. Her hair was snatched, her face was beat. I just live for anything Gia Gunn does. I do agree with Michelle in regards to the booties. Their shoes were really cute though. What's next? Oh, that's all for Gia. Then we're going to continue on the House of Edwards. Then there was Laganja Estranja. Laganja, I lived for her look. I lived for your look, Laganja. I lived for the silver head thing with the black, with the jet black hair going into the collar like that. I loved that. I wish it was something on the bottom, like, instead of you just wearing a panty or whatever. But I'm not sure what could have been on the bottom. So, I don't know. But I will clock you for those shoes because those shoes were hideous to me. I didn't like them one bit. No. I don't like wedges anyway, but whatever. I digress. Then Vivacious. Oh, Laganja had... Who did Dancing with the Stars? Then it was Vivacious. Mother. She had the Crown of Game of Thorns. Who said her hairline started right here? Y'all not gonna let my mother have that. Vivacious, I got you, girl. I got you. I understand you. Well, I don't because I'm not that old. No shade. No shade. I'm young. You know what I'm saying? But I do appreciate that art. But that walk was over, Miss Thing. Over. Kelly Mantle, she had Downtown Abbey. Michelle said her thing looked like, her top looked like bacon strips. No, I wasn't ready. I didn't, after she said it looked like bacon strips, of course, it did look like bacon strips to me. But, I thought it was cute. I agree with Adam Lambert, it looked very feminine. They did clock you on that shake and go wig though, honey. I must say that they clocked you on the shake and go wig. But we know you, Kelly Mantle, so your elimination was so premature, I think, because I know you had so much to offer with the Snatch Game, the singing challenge, even though it's like 3-5 other singers on there, the acting challenge killed. Your IDMP, the page. I like your song, Elimination. It was so cute. And I like the dancers too. They were giving me Bangy cunt teas, and I live for it, honey. Hot tea. After Kelly Mantle, April Carrion, she had Duck Dynasty. I kind of agree with Rue with the whole man line thing, unless the look calls for it, like if you were going for an androgynous look. And I don't think it was very androgynous. It was very, girly, or, you tried to make it as feminine as possible. although it was Deck Dynasty. But you were cute. Your hair was very, very cute. I liked your hair and your makeup. Adore. It was a mess, but you're such a cutie that your cuteness triumphs your hideous look. But don't be relying on that cuteness, or you know how. Don't be relying on that body. You get that? You get that joke? No, just me. Whatever. Who else? Did I get everybody? Ben de la Creme had the Golden Girls. Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Yeah, they know I had vocals, did you? No, your heart is true. You're a belle and a confidant. For her to hot glue that whole outfit, across the board, Ben de la Creme, you did that to the blood of the lamb, honey. Boots, bagels, and bags. You did that. And I love the I thought that was so unique how you like the skirt had like a wrist thing, like it was a wrist hole. I like that. I really like that. I never saw that before, and I really like it. I really, and I know we haven't seen the rest of the girls, but it's something about that Vendela. It's something about Dela. I think she might take it. She may take it. I might be chewing my words next season. I don't know. I mean, not next season, but next episode. But I really, really, really like Vendela Creme. I think that's everyone. Like I said, I don't have notes. I probably should be using notes. Ugh. But don't clock me, because I will read you. Nah, I'm just kidding. I love all 38 of my subscribers and all 29 of my Twitter followers. They give me life. Oh, shout out to, I know this is separate, but shout out to the reviewers I look up to. I'm not one. I said myself. I'm so self-centered. I was gonna say One Shady Tree. Well, I do look up to myself. Duh. No. Big Gal Reviews, throwing shade, Finger Dude, I forget your name. I'm sorry, girl. Don't read me. But shout out to y'all. I think that's all. Kelly Mental got eliminated, unfortunately. Oh, the lip sync. The lip sync, I thought they both did really good. They lip synced to Express Yourself by Madonna. And I thought they really sold it. It could have been either one for me, honestly. And that's no shade to neither one of the girls. They both sold it. I think what Vivacious had over Kelly was exactly what her name is, Vivacious. She was very lively. She was very just over. And I loved it. I mean, you know, but they both did a phenomenal job. So moving on to Untucked, I think that's all for the show. So moving on to Untucked, so I want to make this fast. I don't want this video to be like 15 minutes. But moving on to Untucked, it was nothing too much that happened on Untucked. But the stuff that did happen, I thought it was kind of random. How they started talking about moms, like randomly. You know, I thought that was from, you know, looking at their pictures until talking about moms. I didn't see the transition. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. But with them talking about moms, I just wanted to set aside this time for Laganja Estranja. I know I said in my past video that Laganja Estranja seems like she's faking, or not necessarily faking, but trying too hard to be someone who she isn't. And just everything is an act. And, you know, Michael Ruiz said it, and Adam Lambert said it, and, you know, it seems like everyone is saying the same thing. But the only thing that I say to that is, after you opened up about your mom, it shed new light for me anyway. I have a newfound respect for you. I still think that you are trying too hard. I think you're trying to find who Laganja Estranja is. And that's not a read, that's no shade. And I don't know you, you know what I mean? So it's, you know what I'm saying, we still cool. But I do think that all of what you do, or most of what you do, stems from insecurities. And like you say, you try to please everyone. And I don't think that should be the case. So I'm rooting for you, girl. But on the show, you do come off as annoying. You do. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. It's just my opinion. But by you talking to open up and about your mom, it shed new light on who you are, and it showed vulnerability. I think you should show that more. And that's just me, you know, some random guy from Detroit that's trying to be on the up and up with reviews for RuPaul's Drag Race Season 6. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, what do I know? But, like I said, girl, I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for your growth. I'm not necessarily rooting for you on RuPaul's Drag Race. That might be shade. Oh, God! But Laganja, I don't know. Follow me back on Twitter if we cool. Oh yeah, follow me back on Twitter, One Shady Tree. Especially Yugia Gun, because I am a new fan. I love Yugia. You remind me of me and my Judies. Oh, especially how you was voguing down. Yes, 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 yes. 10 across the board, stand to the side, please. And then my bass tried to cover you, which she's like, that's not cute. But I think it was just two generations. You know, she has an old school Vogue, I think, and she may not understand the new style. But I would live to see a Vogue battle between y'all two. And that's just a side note. Let's make it happen. Bring it to the runway, bring it to the ballroom floor, darling. If y'all not scared. No, I'm babbling, I'm rambling. Like I said, nothing too much happened in Untucked. Just the moms, they looked at each other's pictures. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, I guess that's all. Make sure you subscribe, you like, you share, comment below, give me a few pointers. Tell me what you like, what you don't like. Let me know how awesome I am, how good I am, how much you're living for my reviews. Nah, I'm seriously not like that. Yeah, but follow me on Twitter @OneShadyTree, and bye.